I have made a lesson for the Promethean board over the water cycle. On the title slide, I used a preset background and inserted a photo of the water cycle to introduce it. And on the next slide, I inserted a screenshot of the YouTube video that I will have the students watch, and I also embedded the hyperlink on the screenshot so I can click on it and it'll bring me to the YouTube video, and we will watch the YouTube video introducing the water cycle. And after the video is done, we will go on to the next slide, which is a activity that I found online for the students to do. It just introduces the water cycle, and once again, this is just a screenshot of the web page, and I embedded the link so I can click on it and it'll take me to the activity. And in this activity, it will sit there and go through each stage of the water cycle, and it helps introduce the water cycle to the kids. And after this slide, I introduce the questions. The first question is, where does the water cycle get its energy? And if a student gets it correct, I will call them up, and I use the magic ink on this slide so they can take it and slide it and reveal the answer. And then the student will go sit back down. They're supposed to be hidden. And then I will introduce these questions to the students, and each of them, or I will call on a student and they will have a chance to come up. They can find a word, and then they can place it where they think it belongs, and we'll go along until all the words are out. And keep bringing it out, and each time a new student will be the one pulling out a word. And then after we're done pulling all the words out, we will go over and with the class and say if they are correct and move them around if we need to, and make sure everybody understands what they are. And then I'll present the question, how do clouds form? I will ask the students their opinions and how they think clouds are formed, and just their thoughts. And once we come to a conclusion, a student can come up, that hasn't come up already, can come up and move the cloud, revealing how clouds are formed. And on here, I just use an image and I moved the word to the back of the slide so the picture can cover it and hide the answer. And on my last slide here, it kind of wraps up what we have been talking about. This is a preset activity that I found in Inspire that can help show like the whole entire cycle. It's not as fun and like creative looking, but it's straight to the point and so you can have the students come up and one by one put where the words go for the water cycle. And that concludes my lesson.